Alright, what's up everyone? So in today's video I'm going to talk about why it makes still perfectly sense to buy CDs even in today's, or especially in today's streaming heavy world, and also about my own personal collection of about 400 CDs. So what's the deal with this? Let's dive right into it. Alright, one little disclaimer for my subscribers that subbed for the guitar content. Don't worry, I'm not turning this channel into a let's talk about stuff channel. I only wanted to cover this topic here because it's a big part of my life. As much as I love effects pedals, I love CDs. So depending on how well this video here performs, maybe I'll pepper in some CD content here and there, but the main focus of this channel will forever be guitar equipment. So the CD as we know it today is around since 1982. That's quite some time, my dude. And within only a short amount of time, the CD became even more popular than vinyl. For reasons like, CDs are much more affordable than vinyl records. You can't really listen to your favorite record on a vinyl in your car. On a CD you can. So, quite obvious. Of course I'm not saying CDs are much better than vinyl. That's a whole nother discussion. And also I'm sure many people would knock me out with an uppercut if I would say CDs are much better than vinyl. But let's just put it like this. CDs are much easier to implement in your everyday life. Whether it's while you're driving your car, or you could, nobody does that anymore because this is a complete obsolete technology, but you could go to the gym with one of these. Try that with one of these. I would like to see that. So because the CD was way cheaper and much easier to listen to, it was for many years the go-to when it came to listening to your favorite artist's music. You just went to a store and grabbed the CD, the newest album, which everybody was crazy for, and then you went home. And the cool thing about CDs is, here, American Idiot, for example. One of my first CDs ever. It was a gift from my mom, and you went home with the CD, you grabbed the booklet, and then you discovered the coolest stuff here. So, for example, the song lyrics were all handwritten in this album here. So you would listen to the music while you were reading the handwritten lyrics. And that was very, very cool as a teenager. Or Nirvana's In Utero. You opened the CD case here and voila, another booklet. But another cool thing, not only you have all the lyrics here, but you had some images of the band performing on stage. And on the other side, even in color. Very, very cool. So you had like sort of a connection to the artist. That was very cool. And also for music nerds like me, it was cool to see, cool, he's using a Boss DS2 distortion pedal. Nice. So what I'm trying to say here is you don't get to experience stuff like that when you just listen to music on Spotify. So just holding a physical piece of media in your hands makes the whole music listening experience way better, to me at least. And also you are supporting the artist. I bought this CD here for 10 bucks at a live show a couple of years ago. The band does not even exist anymore, but they have my 10 bucks, and that helped them way more than the fraction of a penny they would have gotten if I just listened to Spotify. So you are supporting your favorite artist. And to me as a musician myself, I think it's just fair to, buy the CD that they worked so hard on. So another big reason why you should buy CDs. And by the way, another good reason to still buy CDs in 2024, the moment you buy a CD, which one is it? The Police, nice. This CD is yours, so you can listen to it as many times as you want. Streaming services can remove certain artists. So then what? They allow you to enter their library of music, but if they remove stuff, it's gone. This one I can listen as many times as I want, and also I'm not being tracked. Music streaming services are like, you listened to this artist last month. It's none of your business, dude. Let me listen to my music. So you're helping out the artist. You can listen to this as many times as hell. If I want to, I can upload this to my computer, turn it into MP3s and put it on my phone. Also, I think if you just rely on streaming services, you're missing out. It's super fun to go to thrift stores or flea markets or whatever store that has CDs. I just love to go inside and go through the CDs. You know, the only downside to it sometimes is I keep forgetting which CDs I already have. And then it happens that I buy one that I already had and then I have 2 copies. Oh well. Alright, that came out a little bitter. I'm not against streaming services in general. It's just that I'm not really using music streaming services. Whenever I go to the gym, I don't go to the gym with a Discman. I'm listening to my music on YouTube. So I'm not against the technology. It's just I prefer this one. So let's go through my collection. I'm not showing you each and every CD. I organized this in a very weird way. It makes perfectly sense to me. I also labeled it. I don't know why I did it. I guess I'm German. I have to do it. We Germans love our label machines. It just makes sense to me. And whenever my wife comes in here, that's another thing. CDs, they rock. Whoever walks into this room here instantly knows, all right, this guy is into music. Another cool thing when you're collecting. So whenever my wife comes in here and she wants to grab a CD from the shelf for her car, it's easier to her, but I think it's just a German thing to label this stuff here. Alright, it starts here in the thrash metal section, you know, the big 4, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer. What about Metallica? Yeah, what about them? They got their own section here. I have every album they ever released. I have this big box set here, come out, with every album from Kill 'Em All till Death Magnetic. The rest is here. Then we, you know, thrash section, we have some Sepultura, we have some Creator, Testament, Bullet for My Valentine, Machine Head, thrash and heavy and prog metal, you know, things like Dream Theater, Tool, Opeth, Mastodon, stuff like that. That's Metallica. Then we have some rap CDs as well. I keep saying we. I have some rap CDs. You know, I got NWA, Ice Cube, some Tupac CDs. This amazing thing here from one of the greatest games of all time. Classic rock, you know, Queen, Boston, Journey, Blue Oyster Cult, stuff like that. Then we go to, it keeps getting harder, you know? From classic rock to hard rock, AC/DC, Kiss, Guns N' Roses, Whitesnake, Skid Row. Skid Row is not really hard rock, it's more heavy metal, but you know, I have a very weird order. So British heavy metal, Motorhead, and Judas Priest pretty much. Iron Maiden, of course. Then we go over here to death metal. Some classic albums, you know, From Beyond by Massacre. Or, oops, this nice album by Pestilence. Great stuff. Also the Death albums, pretty much every Death album is here. Also some, what is it? And where is it? All right, I just don't see it right now. Whatever. More death metal and black metal. And then on this section here we get to Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Dio, Zakk Wylde. You know, they go hand in hand pretty much, so it's just over there. So then we have the punk rock and grunge section with stuff like the Ramones, Misfits, Bad Religion, The Offspring, Blink-182, you know, Nirvana, of course, Soundgarden. I have a couple more CDs in the car right now, so it's not everything I got. Alternative, you know, System of a Down, Alter Bridge, stuff like that, Foo Fighters. Suicidal Tendencies is not really alternative, but you know, like I said, I have a pretty weird order to organize this, so alternative it is. And that's the German word for various, sonstige, whatever. I didn't know where to put them, so they ended up here. Got things like Johnny Cash, Pulp Fiction soundtrack for whatever reason. Yeah, stuff like that. So that's pretty much my CD collection. All right, that's it for me. Please leave a comment. I'm looking forward to read about your opinion. Do you have similar thoughts about CDs, or do you think it's just an obsolete technology? Please let me know. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.